At Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. My name is Adam. Tonight, I'm going to talk about some of the PDI information that's came out. I don't know if it's FUD, if it's real, but there's some stuff that's came out in the last 24 hours that, if true, are definitely startling. But I'm looking at the chart and I'm seeing nothing but green candles, excitement in the spaces. So I really don't know what to think right now, but we're gonna play this bad boy by ear, and we'll see where it goes. So check out some of the bubbles today. I mean, Casper, man, this thing is just on a tear. The last month down a little bit, but God, this thing just every time I'm on here, green candles. But I heard that they have some problems. It's basically a Chinese coin deleting their history. Definitely something to stay away from, in my opinion. But it's frustrating when you see stuff like that with these glaring flaws in it, pumping like crazy, while, you know, stuff that is actually going to be thriving next cycle, I think, in like Pulsechain, like HEX, you know, and just real DeFi. I think that's going to be a big narrative next cycle. Tokenization of assets, interoperability, NFT 2.0. There, and then obviously like the gaming metaverse is probably going to come back again. So we got so many different potentials out there. You know, one of them's going to stick. That's just how it is. But God, this shit hurts, guy. I mean, Pulse X pretty soon about to lose another zero. I mean, whoo, we're going to be down 92% real quick before we know it. And it stings, but we're getting there. I just feel like how much more negative stuff can come out right now, you know, could come out. How much worse can it get? You know, the SEC, their charges against Richard completely, I guess, uncalled for. But I guess when you have him dressing up like a clown, you know, rubbing him the wrong way, it is what it is. But we'll see what happens in November. You know, he's got until, I believe, the 28th to respond, and we'll see what he does from there. You know, I'm not going to speculate on it. I really don't care. You know, it's such a frivolous lawsuit that, you know, I think it'll end well. I just hope it doesn't drag out for a couple of years. I don't think he would do that to his community over a couple $1 million, but hey, you never know. So, yeah, let's look at that DAI here. I mean, this thing is beautiful. Let's check the 1 second chart here. Yeah, look at that. That's just a thing of beauty. And back to the trend line. I mean, look at that. Popped up again. I'd love to see it. You know, so probably going to drop back down again to like around 1,000. But we're making higher highs on here. It is what it is. So I don't know, you know, so last night yesterday Identity Block put out a stream basically exposing some stuff he found with one of his friends on PDI and Atropa. And he's basically saying that there's a lot of illegal stuff that's being done here and taking liquidity from taking sacrifice funds and just using them to provide liquidity for these coins you're creating, you know, very, very illegal. So that's kind of alarming. But some of the other stuff that was said can be disproven right away. So, you know, I'm not making any decisions right now. I'm not changing my mind on anything. I'm going to just see where it plays out. The idea of a decentralized stable coin on the Pulse chain, that's what we need. I'm super bullish about that. But there are some things that are alarming. The supply is at 21.8 billion, which is over 7.5 times greater than Ethereum. So with the collateralization rate at like 160%, we're going to need $30 billion to bring it to a dollar peg. So I don't think that's happening. I don't think the peg would ever be at $1 unless there's a severe burn that takes place or starts taking place. But we'll see. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. And I mean, looking at TSFI, I mean, this pump was insane. From 40 cents to it did almost an 11x. Printed a straight God candle. And the same thing with down, pumping like crazy. So a lot of these coins in the ecosystem. And PRS, I bought this coin like a week and a half ago or so. And just kind of as a hedge against Pulse chain bleeding down. I really thought it was going to roll over again. It was looking like it was going to, but we've kind of just trended sideways now and have prevented that from happening. So I bought a little bit of the Pulse reflection, and I think it's just kind of a hedge against Pulse chain dipping. It's just shown in its track record, since launch that it's just kind of trending upwards. And as Pulse is trending downwards. So little plays like that. And then also every day I get a little bit of Pulse chain sent to me. For all the transactions, you collect fees, you get it sent back. So yeah, it's a cool little project. But yeah, guys, there was a couple other things that he said here that were kind of, I want to say, alarming. And he was saying that they're using anonymous front ends that they're building that no one can see, and they're somehow interacting with the contract and minting additional PDAI, which that's a huge problem. But again, I haven't seen any transaction hashes proving that. So until I do, I don't know, because I did look today at the supply, and it's about 30 something million less than it was when he did that stream yesterday. So obviously some of the supply did get burnt in the last 24 hours. So it's really interesting. Bob said Trope and PDAI are doing well. Yeah, they're doing well this morning, and they did real well today. Allegations is clickbait. It's not, bro. It is, but it's not. Bring on the red candles. I'll take the discount. Me too. I'd like to imagine a version where RH defeats the SEC and the high stakes gets picked up by a large stream provider. Yeah, for sure. That'd be nice. I'm having a hard time sending that to people because it makes certain people look like clowns. And a lot of my friends bought in at the last top of the bull market. So it's going to leave a sour taste in their mouth, but it's good. It's bringing new eyes for sure. My man, Alan, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Awesome to have you on last night. Can't wait to do it again. I want DAI to take a dive. We don't want it to PDAI. We want it to take a dive. I like it. I saw that Moon King's video calling out. I did see that. That was really funny. PRS chart looks a little bipolar, some hard swings. Yeah. I mean, Bobby, honestly, it's just because it's got such small liquidity. There's only 20K in here. So when it's that small, these things are going to be volatile. But let me do this. There, how's that? Oh, you got to turn log on. You got to turn log on because it really, really shows you how sideways it's trended after launch. Oh, we could just do that. But yeah, I like it. Just a way to stop the bleeding. But Pulse is going to turn around. I don't see us bleeding down for more than another to October, like 15th-ish. I think one more month and a half, and I think we're going to start to shock some things. Log fixes all helmets in a bear. It does. It does. It's a good way for some copium. So, guys, this was interesting. I saw today that crypto has produced 88,000 millionaires, but half of them are in Bitcoin. So, how many more are going to be made this cycle with Pulsechain, hopefully, PDI, hopefully, Texan, hopefully, some of these other awesome projects that are developing? I didn't think there was that many, but there are. There are. And this is after, I'm curious if this is after or when this was taken. Because what was the price of Bitcoin? If it dipped 50%, you got to cut that probably 30% down. So say 50,000 of them that are still there. That's awesome. I hope 50,000 more made in this community. We have a couple. God, this interesting. As all the FUD comes out, and as Tucker Carlson releases his video, if you guys didn't see that, go watch that. Shit was hilarious. He interviews this guy that blew Obama. And guys, it's hilarious. You go to Tucker's Twitter. It's like 40 minutes long, and you could do the 1.75x. And it's definitely worth it. If you want to laugh, I mean, Tucker is giggling the whole time. It is funny as hell. So definitely go check that out. Really, really funny. But yeah, guys, so as this is all happening, the SEC debacle, SIBO's BZX exchange files to launch ARC 21 shares, Van Eyck spot Ether ETFs. So what do you know? You know, they filed these and they'll have a 240-day clock for a final decision. So what's that? 8 months? So what that puts us what? Right around the Bitcoin halving. What do you know? Right? No, what's that? A month before the halving? That's funny. No, it is the halving. It's right around the halving, coincidentally. So there you go. So all the guys, these guys know what they're doing. Retail is being slaughtered. And that's what they're doing. They want to buy all of our bags at rock bottom. JP Morgan wants all of our coins so they can then turn around and create JP Link, JP Uniswap, JP Hex, JP whatever. And they can hold the real assets and provide liquidity, stake them, earn yield, while retail's just holding derivative paper products like paper gold or paper silver. That's what they're masters at, manipulating markets and making money. But this is going to be bullish, though, for crypto. It's going to bring in that final wave of big money. It's like if you're in Bitcoin right now, who else can you onboard? Like, what's the upside from here? You know, countries, sovereign funds, pension funds, you know, the ET, like what else is there left? Like you're pretty much capped off. And same thing with ETH. You know, they're pretty much at their maximum. And that's why I'm trying to find the coins that are in this top 100 that are going to be the Bitcoin and Ethereums in 5-10 years. And I just have a feeling that one of them is going to be Casper and HBAR. I really think Hedera is going to be a top 10 coin. And, you know, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to admit it. But I would definitely keep an eye out on HBAR. You know, some other stuff outside the RH ecosystem, even Algorand, XDC, XLM. I really think out of those 4 coins, one of those will be a top 5 coin, where right now is a generational entry point. So if you didn't, you know, if you say you had $100 and just took $25, put in XLM, Algorand, Casper, and HBAR, and you 15 years from now, I mean, God knows what that could turn into. You know, that's how I like to think about it and invest in these coins. Is think long term. What up, Mobius? Bro, Alan, how do they address this, bro? How do they even do that? Where do they even start with this? How do they brush it off as fake? Like, you watch this guy is not lying. Unless he's a trained actor and he's a pro at this. This guy is not lying. Like, he's an honest guy. So how do they spin this, bro? It's going to be crazy. Like, the world has gone nuts, bro. Trump got arrested. Trump got arrested, the first former sitting president to be arrested and indicted. Obama was blown by this guy 2 times, picked him up in a limo and just started ripping the crack pipe as he was fondling his leg. Like, you can't make this stuff up, guys. It's crazy. But yeah, where do they take? How do they spin this? You know, what's the distraction? I can't wait to see it. The allegations are true and it's illegal and that's what's going on. Then he's risking the entire chain to peg a decentralized stablecoin. So worldwide, if this is true, I don't think this is Richard Hart at all. If that, I want to rewatch that stream again, and if it's pretty much a fact that money from the sacrifices was used in these liquidity pools, which is highly illegal, how do you make this project? Even if you say this is a great project, we want to do well for the community, it was done illegally. Like, I don't know how you get around that. So, like, there's some red flags that are definitely here, but it's like, for the thought of a decentralized stablecoin on Pulsechain that's collateralized and backed with coins that the contracts are being renounced. Like, there's so many bullish like potentials. So if this is true, though, that they are kind of commingling and using SAC funds and wallets for liquidity pools, there's no way Richard gave this his blessing. There's no way it's him or involved with Richard. So that right there, I think, is a good way for us to, like, just, you know, I don't want to say decide, but make a decision or come to a conclusion if Richard would be involved in anything that broke the law, you know, whether it was intentional, unintentional, for the good of the community. If that happened, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I not have my whistle blown by that. That is true, Bo. It is a fantastic loop that closes from, you know, Lewinsky under the White House desk on her knees to Obama in his fancy limo driving around Chicago. Can't make this stuff up. We got here. So Coinbase, you know, I want to stay positive and, like, tie in real life stuff and bullish catalysts that we're not going to, like, you're not going to see all over crypto Twitter. No one cares. Like, I posted a tweet about Karate Combat where every one of you can earn free coins. So say you buy $500 worth of Karate Combat tokens, you gamble them all, and you win 25% of your bets. That's either $25 or $100 you just won. Send it right out of your wallet, swap it back, and you have free coins. Nobody cares. No one cares about free money and that stuff like that. So the important stuff on Twitter, no one talks about it. No one shares it. No one gives a shit. It's sad. But, like, this right here, Coinbase's new institutional lending service has the same operating entity as Coinbase Borrow, which halted loans in May. So they rolled out their new lending service for institutional investors in the United States, aiming to capitalize on massive failures in the crypto lending market. So there you go. Coinbase stepping in to fill the void where all these clowns couldn't do. And they just failed. They got greedy, whatever they did. Now you handed it right over to Coinbase. So what if Coinbase is going to be a lending platform, a custodian, and a brokerage all in one? I thought Gary was trying to prevent, you know, broker dealers and exchanges and holding funds. That if you're an exchange, you have to use a qualified custodian. So even though they own one, how isn't that conflict of interest? You know, I don't know, but regardless, this is bullish for all of crypto. And then we saw too, also Visa and Solana teamed up to launch a stablecoin. So if crypto was dying and crypto was going to zero, why would they be building all this shit? Why did Ripple mention institutional DeFi 60 times in their Q2 report that I read? This is the most bullish report I've ever read on crypto, but no one talks about it. No one cares. You know, people want then this just shows me that this cycle is going to be memes, insanity, and just speculation. I think at the worst it's ever been. Just like, who would have thought people would be legitimately degenning into stablecoins when we launched? When Pulsechain launched, 4 months down the road, we're going to be degenning and talking about a stablecoin going to peg. It's crazy what's going on right now, but that's what crypto is. The speculation. Can PDAI go to $1? Who's behind it? Is it Richard? Is it Jack? Is it going to peg at 10 cents, $10? What's going on here? What's the end game? That's what crypto is. And it's exactly what is going to drive this next bull run. I don't think utility is going to matter. I have my utility coins for the future in my IRA. I don't even want to hold them this cycle because I think all the memes and the really speculative, hyper speculative stuff is going to be the stuff that really pumps. And there are going to be narratives attached to them, but just like the last bull market when everything NFT was launching, metaverse and everything that was launching, all these launch pads that were spitting out these games that had no intentions of ever being worked on. And I just think it's going to be that bad again until regulation is really, really in place. And it's not going to be until 2025. So it just gives me more reason to think that this bull run and the madness is going to end a little early. Then the market's going to get wiped. Regulation's going to come in. All the shit's going to go. And it's going to be a new slate moving forward. That's when the utility is really going to drive price and adoption. That's what I'm playing for. That's what, all my knowledge, all my conversation, all my research has kind of led me right now. I change my opinion on where things are going every week. And I think that's necessary. Like, there's no way you should have the same opinion a month ago as you did now. Things change so fast. Things evolve so fast in this market that you have to have an open mind, stay evolving, and just always be thinking in the future because these markets are trading 6 to 9 months out. They're trading faster than ever. Be hilarious if Michael showed the world her penis, ran for president, won. Barack became the first male first dude. Barack, the first president and then first lady. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Yeah, I saw Sami's a little bit of his stream that they just stopped producing blocks today, which is hilarious, bro. And people are going to continue to use it. PayPal's adoption is huge. It is, bro. And so Apple, what's going to change there is when they get rid of the 30% tax in the App Store. Judges around the world are saying that's bullshit. You can't do that. And that's going to change. And I think that too, the App Store, along with the AR VR goggles that are coming out that Apple is doing, that is what I think is it's going to be right around the same time that happens. And that could be another narrative that drives the market. Where was it? I don't know. I don't know where it was, but we were on the website. We pulled it up, and it was like you could see all the different things that you did with the headset. And what is it? Vision? I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Vision Pro. That's right. Here we go. Like, this is really cool. I think the App Store is going to change. Apps are going to come out, revolutionize different. The App Store taxes aren't going to be there, and people are going to be able to build stuff and launch it without fearing the things they have to fear right now. So, just imagine this right here. Like, you're buying an NFT or like a high-end watch, and you put that headset on and you can zoom into the watch like you're holding it and inspect it in real life. You can do that with art. You could do it with like a old baseball card, make sure it's not dented or dinged or whatever. So that this is going to, I think, spark a huge narrative in the next bull run in the next 6 months. Yup, that too, Alan. MetaMask. But that's the thing. They're doing the mandatory KYC in 2024. So it's great for right now, but once the mandatory KYC comes, like, that's why I really want to start shifting people to Internet Money Wallet and get them using that and show them that there's better alternatives out here. But it's like, man, with them introducing this where you can just bang withdrawal cross chain. Because like on my MetaMask, like I have my XDC in there, I have my Polygon stuff, my Avalanche stuff. I have like 6 different chains in there. So the fact that you could just swap or deposit right to your bank from there, like that's unfortunately what people are going to use. It's easy, it's convenient, and when you'd be surprised how people are so paranoid about their freedom, but once they a ton of money is on the line or the opportunity to cash out a ton of money, that freedom doesn't matter so much anymore. It completely like blinds you of the way you used to think. But it is coming, the mandatory KYC. Would it tank if people found out SAC funds were used? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think the community's so strong now that, yeah, eventually I think it would have to be bad. But like the Identity Block did that video and he was calling out Ty and a couple other people, and they were in Power City, I believe, Magic Carpet Ride, and KDP just left the Power City team. I don't know if it was an hour after this stream came out. So I don't know if that was just coincidence or not, but there's some things that are happening that should definitely, that I'm going to let you guys know about. Like, I don't want anybody to get destroyed, you know, being stuck holding these bags when there is 7 times the amount of PDAI on Pulsechain than there is on Ethereum. That's impossible to collateralize at $1. The rate is 162%. So it's going to take $30 billion to do it. So they're either going to have to burn all, like, what, 18 of those at least, I would say, get the supply level to on Ethereum to have a chance. But I don't know. I'm not an expert in that stuff. And I'm going to just see kind of where it goes. Too late in which meme and early in which meme? Honestly, I'm not a meme guy. You know, I have some Poor Pleb. I have some SHIB on Pulsechain and the like HOA, the Tang Gang. I like that. But there's going to be memes that that come along and that catch trends or catch, you know, go viral and start pumping, and no one knows what they are. And the thing is with like trading the memes like that, like you have to be willing to just lose money left and right chasing these things. Like there's so many rug pulls, and man, it'd be very careful. Is it late in PDAI and early in PRS? Please give us. Yeah, bro. PDAI definitely a little bit late, I would say right now. If it dips, you know, it's a good opportunity to buy. You know, it's been trading on this trend line so perfectly, and a Tropa too, that you can pretty much just trade the trend line. And when it's high above, sell, and when it comes back and touches it, you know, that's when you buy. And it's touched this trend line so many times that, you know, even if it takes 4 or 5 days, you know, that last time was the 5th. So yeah, if it doesn't happen until the 9th or 10th, don't worry about it. You know, and if that happens, you know, they make nice little moves. You know, if you buy these little moves, like that's a 67% move right there. You know, and you got it. That's what I would do right now. If you want some PDAI, that's a good way to maybe accumulate some, just kind of swing trade it a little bit. But Pulse Reflection, definitely not early. Wait for the dip on it. It's definitely going to come back down. Anything that pumps up this fast is going to come back down. So just wait. You know, it moved up after launch. You know, you can't even count this first week. I mean, it's just literally gone sideways for 2 months. And it's just starting to kind of trend upwards. So I would say you're not late to Pulse Reflection one bit. And once you own the coins, you make a swap for it, you start getting Pulsechain sent to you. Like I get I think 450 every transaction. So it's like 900 a day. I mean, it's not much, but whatever. You know, that'll cover all my transactions for the day in gas. So, you know, I look at it as a win like that. VR with intra-gaming NFTs. Yeah, Bobby. And if you guys care about that, look into NFT 2.0. where there's a whole new technology of NFTs coming that aren't just JPEGs with serial numbers on them. You actually can, I could say, I don't know, I don't have anything right here. This coaster of my dog. You know, I could take it and take a picture of it, create an NFT, a one-on-one of Vibra's dog, and put it up on a marketplace. I could take like pictures of me holding it, add them to the file, and then sell it. And Bobby could buy it. And then once he owns the file, you know, I would send him the actual item, and then he could take pictures of it saying, yo, look at this. I'm the second owner. Here's me. Upload pictures of him to the file. And then he could put it up for sale. And when that next buyer comes along, they'll see the pictures of me with it, the pictures of Bobby with it, and anything else that's been added to it. So you'll be able to do this with a ton of different things moving forward. So it's going to open up the doors for like endless possibilities. So I'm super excited. You can use, yeah, Aurochs is a good one. Yeah, Randy's wallet, Aurochs is definitely good. Definitely good. They appreciate, good looking, Alan. Yeah, Bobby, KDP left. After careful consideration, I've decided to leave Power City. It's in no way a reflection on their projects. I'm just going to be focusing on myself. I wish the team best of luck, and they know they have my continued support from the side. So, yeah, she left, and that was about an hour after Identity Block's stream came out. So, I don't know if it was just coincidence or not. Whatever. What do you think of BUSD on Pulsechain, like PDI potential? I don't know. Not at all, bro, because they are discontinuing BUSD. Binance is no longer supporting it next year, so BUSD is going to die. I think Paxos is taking over for it, or you can redeem it for your BUSD for Paxos or something, and then they're going to be dropping down the number of stables that they mint moving forward. So they're filtering everybody into USDC and USDT, which are the CBDCs. People need to understand that. The CBDCs that come out are going to be wholesale. They're going to be for the banks. It's going to be for on-demand instant liquidity for banks. So there won't be runs. You know, we now have the power with our cell phones to literally drain a bank in 20 minutes if people get paranoid. So to prevent that, they need the CBDCs where they can tap into the Fed's liquidity instantly to prevent runs. So that's what CBDCs are going to be used for right away. They're already here because USDT and USDC can be shut down, any wallet, by law enforcement. So someone's got a problem, they go to law enforcement with a warrant, boom, your wallet's shut down. Your keys are, I believe they can disable the keys to the coins in your wallet or shut down your wallet or blacklist. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it's law enforcement's best friend. So we already have CBDCs right now, which is why I'm not going to be using USDC and USDT unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to be using DAI as much as possible. So yeah, definitely be I think that, you know, the USDT and USDC, the other two, they're trading with DAI. So if you buy one of them, PDAI or Tether or Circle, I think they're all the same. I send the link to the PDAI chart. Yeah, bro, go to dexscreener.com and do DAI /WPLS. But yeah, I'll put it in the chat for you right now. Dexscreener.com. Just go there, and then when you're here, you can go up to the top. Let me watch list. And then go to Pulse, scroll down to Pulsechain, and that'll pull up every single pair on here. And you can sort them. You'll do whatever you want on there. Tin Top, my man. What's up, brother? Appreciate you stopping in. check out the Vive/Akomi NFTs, actually licensed NFTs. I'll check them out, bro. We got burned on NFT.com. It was a project that was very promising. Kevin O'Leary was shilling it, which was a red flag. Obviously, looking back on it, but at the time, no one knew. Ton of VC money going behind it, and they just straight up rugged, just disappeared in the last 6 months. And it was crazy to see people with that much alleged like credibility and clout and experience in the industry did that. Like, it was really an eye-opening experience. So I'm really, really leery now. Of course, Alan, you know, for Christmas, who doesn't get you coasters of your dog, bro? Come on, no. Come on, bro. Still think Power City will be big. I don't want to talk bad about them. I don't want to shit on anyone. You know, I know how hard it is to launch a project, how much time and effort goes into it, but I'm not as bullish as I was. You know, I'll just say that. But it's still, they still have the ability to crush it. I've heard that speech a lot in BSC token communities, devs and members bow out a lot. Bobby's on fire tonight. I hope she decides to do porn. My curiosity is killing me. And Bobby is not sorry for that. He's totally not kidding. And he is not sorry for you, one lone lady that's in this chat lurking. You're welcome, bro. Any questions you have, bro, just ask. That's what I'm here for. I want all you guys to win. Like I haven't been on this site, NFTs, for a while. These right here, they cost, let's see how, I think last one I did was 16,000 Zen. 16,000 Zen. Let's see what this one cost. 16,000 Pulse. Holy shit. 12,000 right now. Well, market is 15. So 15,000 to do one right now. A Zen NFT. I just looked at it. My 4.4 billion mints are now paying $454,000. So that's about a 30x. So even if it drops down 50%, there's a 15x on each one you mint. So go mint your Zen NFTs, create a ladder. And something in my gut tells me that a lot of projects are going to be built that burn PZen. They're already doing it with Zen Classic on here. And I just have a feeling. So definitely mint some of these. Just take $20. If you are really, really strapped for funds, you can find a way to come up with $20. This is how your future self will thank you. Set them out for the end of next year, get 3.5 to 4 billion for each one. And that's how you win. Create a ladder and then forget about it. On to the next. You know, find some other things that interest you. But I want to hammer in the Zen NFTs. I want all you guys to win. And it's a great way to just stack Pulse Chain without risk. Yeah, another bottom signal too. Good point there, Fredgy. KDP leaving Power City. Yeah. And these are the things that, like, when they're happening in real time, you don't see it. You're not like, oh shit, that was such a bottom signal or such a top signal. Elon going on Saturday Night Live. It's like when you're in it and you're drinking that Kool-Aid, everything's euphoric. You don't see it. And the same thing in the bear market, when everything's falling apart, everything's collapsing, everything is just bad and negative and being fudded to death. You don't see potential obvious bottom signals. I definitely like that though, bro. Definitely like it. Jack does not approve of this portion of the show. 20 bucks. Ellen, I'm going to tell you, for $20, the glory hole, not a bad bargain. Cost me $250 to buy my crack for my limousine escapades. I want to get banned. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Speaking of Lombardo Chopa, they have been burning the LP. Yes, that with with that. Yes. And they now renounced the contract for multiple coins, which is super bullish for the ecosystem. And I just want to clear some things up. Like, I'm so bullish on it. I would love nothing else than to have a decentralized stablecoin on Pulsechain. But with the supply at as high as it is, collateralizing at $1, I don't see it. So there could easily be something in play to start burning P-DAI, which is going to shoot the price up. And that way we're not even, there's so many different things that can happen. But Atropa region at the peg of P-DAI. Let's check the trend. So they're both basically the charts are identical. If you lay the Atropa chart and the P-DAI chart on top of each other, they're literally a clone of each other. So, obviously Atropa, yeah, this is exactly the Atropa and DAI. It's the same chart, the DAI PLS and the Atropa DAI chart. So, I would just draw the trend lines out. And when DAI let's find the dates here. So DAI, if it keeps up along, I don't know why my computer is like freezing here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to zoom out far enough. I mean, I heard earlier from Zach, he was saying around like he was guessing the end of September and then by like Thanksgiving, if all goes well. These are bots that are doing this. They're trading bots. So, it's supposed to just follow this trend line. That's what it was designed to do. So if it deviates from it, yeah, that's going to happen. Probably up and below it a few times less than popping way up. But I think it's going to just stick to this trend line and just keep doing its thing unless some really bad news comes out. In my opinion. I mean, I definitely could be wrong. This isn't perfect. It actually could be going out less vertical, but it's all speculation at this point. But that's what crypto is. That's why this stuff is so beautiful, because no one knows. And we can speculate on this every day. Could it be a peg at 10 cents, 50 cents, $1, $10? How much DAI is being burned? What's the end game? What's the new coin that's out? Has anything else been renounced? Like, there's so many different things that add to this that can keep this going. I'm just like, I love what's going on, and I hope it keeps going. I'm just, after watching that stream, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm a little bit nervous about that, about some of the points that they made up, and everything could be fine. But I want to just make that clear and bring that to you guys' attention, that these things have been brought up. They're allegations. I don't know if they've been proven yet, but I'm sure over the next day or two, if they're real, people will look into it and probably dig some more stuff up. If not, we'll probably keep chugging along, and people that said that stuff are not going to look the best. But the peg, like, that's the thing too with the peg of P-DAI. No one knows where that's going to be, if it's at like what price. And $1 is not happening. I don't see $30 billion going behind the collateralization of that coin, at least not this cycle. So if it was at 10 cents and 3 billion, that makes way more sense. But a lot of stuff has to happen for that to even be a possibility. See, Chin Top, I thought that too, but I went and I looked at the supply right here. Let's look at it. And I have the screenshot from yesterday's stream where they were showing the supply. Oh, come on. All right. Right here. So yesterday, when on Identity Block Stream, there was 21.973 billion. And right now there's 21.947. So that's 30 million that have disappeared in the last 24 hours. So there are coins that it's deflating right now, but it has been inflating up until this point. So did they conveniently burn some to make it look a certain way with optics, pump these coins to steer people away from the FUD that came out? I don't know. You know, that's a possibility, but you know, it's mostly speculation until I see people can mint them with these anonymous front ends that can interact with the PDI contract. It's all speculation as of right now. So there's a thing called the collateralization rate. And in order for it to be pegged 1-to-1, that rate is 162%. So if you do the supply of 21 times the 162%, it's a roughly $30 billion. I mean, that rate can change. It can drop, but as of right now, and it's been there for a week. So that's why I say it has to be $30 billion that backs it up. And right now, like the whole ecosystem is worth like, I would say 3 billion with all hexes and Pulse and PulseX. So you're still going to need 10 times the value of the entire ecosystem to back one stable coin. Like I just don't see it. I don't think it's going to ever be possible, because if that was even to happen, by the time the price started climbing on its way up to $1, there's so many coins, people would just be selling it back down. So it will never happen. I'm going to say it right now, it cannot ever happen pegging at $1. It's not impossible. It's the odds of getting struck by lightning and then hopping in a limo the next day and it's Barack with a crack pipe and he starts rubbing your leg. Like those are the odds of it pegging at $1, in my opinion. Yeah, bro. That's what they need to do. Someone needs to find a damn inflation bug on DAI on Ethereum and just go start minting the shit out of it and pump that bitch up to 10 billion supply, lose peg, and everyone bridge over to Pulsechain. And we'll go to the moon from there. Which that's funny too. How can you go to the moon when we've never been more than 73 miles up? So I think going to the moon is a spell in itself. We want to go to the firmament, not the moon, because you can't get there. So if we go to the firmament, that's as high as we've ever been. So that, in my opinion, is what we need to be saying. We're going to the firmament. And yes, Tin Top, I'm saying there's a chance. It's the no that gets me. 30 billion limited small players, so much for legacy. Do we know the origins? What do you mean? The origins, it's math. The collateralization rate's 162%, and at the circulating supply of 21.9 billion, it's over 30 billion. So I don't know. No, but we'll set that up with KDP. We'll strap her down and we'll let Bobby take some pics if she's like an OnlyFans, and then we'll let Shaq do his thing. No one knows, bro. No one knows. That's the mystery. No one knows. It's being done through Blockband and Beetroot and their privacy bridges and privacy dexes. So we'll never know who's behind it. And that's again part of like the mystery. So it's never going to stop. There's always going to be some wild speculation. There's always going to be some tinfoil hats that come out. And that's what we're here for, to talk about them, laugh about them, mix in some Barak, some crack pipes, and hey, call it a stream. So appreciate all you guys that stopped in tonight. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully with some more information. I reached out to Identity Black. Hopefully I can hear back myself again. Hopefully I hear back from him, see if there's any new information that he's discovered. And I'm going to just, keep my ears glued to the ground, and we'll see where this plays out. But I don't really have a bad feel. The only bad feeling I have is if they were commingling funds, using sacrifices to provide liquidity for these new coins, that's illegal. You can't do that. And I don't know how you justify this or say it's a malevolent project, whatever the hell it is. It's a good acting project when it was done and created illegally. So I don't know. If that's proven true, might be an issue, but we'll see where it goes, guys. And we'll be back tomorrow night, same time, 10:30. Peace.